Good evening. I welcome you once again to our online session for current affairs. Today is November 5th, 2014. Again, if you go around the country, so many issues are there. The Pakistani terrorists, they have warned India that they are going to take the revenge with respect to the issues that happened in Gujarat and Jammu and Kashmir. So always there is a threat from these type of anti-social, anti-constitutional elements, and the government is on high alert to face any eventuality. And on November 2nd also we have seen, unfortunately, the human bomb has been exploded. He detonated a bomb and that killed 60 people, and that killed 60 people on the borders. Just a moment. Yeah. Now, so let's have a discussion regarding various things. And of course, Rajya Sabha elections are going on this month. And again, the Uttar Pradesh is there in the news. It is always there in the news for every election. So this time the allegation is against some senior parties like BSP. So they are demanding the money, and once the money is not given, the ticket is being denied even to the senior people also. So various stories are there. Let's try to understand one after the other. Let me open the document straight away and we'll initiate the discussion. Look at this. First point we have is that is something related to United States of America. The Virgin Galactic Spaceship 2 rocket was exploded in the mid-air during a test flight above the Mojave Desert on October 31st, 2014. Very recently it happened. This is a passenger spaceship, in fact. The passenger spaceship is being developed by Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic Company. And the question is related to where this company is located. Whenever such type of explosions take place, whenever such type of disastrous things will take place, it is considered to be really unfortunate. And this happened in United States of America on October 31st, 2014. And now the question is related to, so where exactly this Virgin Galactic Company is located? New York, Washington DC, California, or New Mexico? Here the answer is New Mexico. See here, these types of questions are being asked in the Indian Engineering Service, Staff Selection Commission, and Group 1 and Group 2 services in various states. Maybe in the banks also these type of questions are being asked. That's the reason why I gave it to you. Kindly remember, this is related to United States of America, and the company is also located there, and it is located in the state of New Mexico. Kindly remember this particular point. Now, answer is the D, answer is the New Mexico. Remember this. Another important one, again it is there in the news. Which of the following country has passed a legislation mandating the citizens to use the parent's surname in principle? According to this, the name should respect social morality and should not damage public interest. So this is one concept that is present in some of the countries. And of course, one country has passed a legislation very recently, and it is in principle, they are denying the modern names. Whatever the name that you are using, it should reflect the parent's surname. Traditional, it should be traditional. That is the point here. So that the identification will become easy. And it has been passed by China. Very, very important. Okay. And China is one country which is very, very particular about these types of issues. And the answer is China here. Kindly read the question once again. Which of the following country has passed a legislation mandating the citizens to use the parent's surname in principle. According to this, the name should respect social morality and should not damage the public interest. So answer is the Japan. I'm just adding a word here. Yeah, that's it. And answer is China. Kindly remember this. China is one country which will come out with the various legislations very, very frequently as and when they are coming up. So we'll have a discussion on that. So your answer is D. Now I'm scrolling it down. Kindly remember this. Just like any other country, even the China also has its parliament. And kindly look at this. I'm highlighting here. The name of the parliament of China is called National People's Congress. Parliament is parliament. I told you what is the meaning of the parliament. This is a body which will pass the legislations. This is the body which will make the laws. Once these laws are made, then it will be implemented. And in India, we use the word parliament. And similarly, if you go to United States of America, instead of the word parliament, they will use the word Congress. Similarly, if we go to China, the name of the parliament is called National People's Congress. Very important. It is a variation in the name, but the functions are similar. These are the lawmaking bodies. But the only difference is that in India, whenever I talk to you about the Indian Parliament, so we are very, very clear. Indian Parliament is bicameral. I told you all the meanings here in the previous classes. Bicameral means we have two houses. Recently, we have seen a question also. We have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. One is called lower house, second one is the upper house. In the similar manner, in United States of America also, in their parliament, that is in their Congress, there are two houses. That all depends on the interest of the nation, and accordingly they will design their constitution. But if you look at China, the parliament of China is unicameral in nature, meaning there are no two houses, only one house. Only one house is present in Chinese parliament. Kindly remember, it is unicameral in nature. Again, I am opening the document. Look at this. The Parliament of China is called National People's Congress. Now, I am scrolling it down. I am going to another point. I am going to talk to you something related to a particular political party called Janata Dal United. So this is a party which is basically located in Bihar. And Sharad Yadav is the president for this particular party. And when it comes to this Bihar politics here, so they are taking so many shapes in the recent past. And for a quite long period of time, we have seen Nitish Kumar was a chief minister. And after the Lok Sabha elections, in the month of April and May 2014, so there was a complete debacle of Janata Dal United, taking the moral responsibility. The chief minister of Bihar, Mr. Nitish Kumar, has submitted the resignation letter. Later, Bihar has got a new chief minister. And of course, let me tell you one more point. That gentleman, the new chief minister of Bihar, he is again there in the news today. Of course, he is a person who has given so many statements that were considered to be derogatory in nature. Especially a person with a profile of chief minister is not supposed to speak like that. In one of the statements, he said that what is wrong after a long day's work, if the men go for drinking, what is wrong in this? If the chief minister of a state himself will support the concept of liquor and drinking, then what about the common people here? And again, this man is there in the news today. It is because the chief minister himself has appointed his son-in-law as personal secretary. But there is a law that is present in Bihar since the year 2000. According to that, the ministers should not appoint relatives and friends as their personal assistants or personal secretaries. And the chief minister himself has flouted this rule. And his own son-in-law, now he is the personal secretary to this chief minister. And of course, they are supporting their activities very, very blatantly. What exactly happens is that, so as the personal secretary, he will look into various issues and various files. So there is every possibility of the concept of corruption that may be coming up. And when the rules are there not to appoint friends and relatives as a personal secretary, it is a blatant violation of the rule by the chief minister of the state itself. That is the reason why today various political parties have started criticizing the chief minister of Bihar. That is the reason he is there in the news again. And the son-in-law is also a great man. He is also speaking so much, saying that starting from the food and everything for the chief minister will be taken care by this person. And he got everything because of the blessings of the chief minister here. So these are the statements which are given by the so-called personal secretary or the son-in-law of the chief minister of Bihar. Very, very unfortunate. Regarding that political party, I am going to talk to you now. In the recently held Rajya Sabha elections, some of the Janata Dal United members, they have voted against the directions that are given by the party. During the time, the party high command has suspended 4 MLAs from the party, meaning they are no more the members of the Janata Dal United. They are the existing members of the Bihar Assembly. They belong to Janata Dal United, but they have been suspended by the political party. And very recently what happened, the Speaker of Bihar Assembly has disqualified these 4 MLAs to be the members of this assembly. And he also ruled that they don't even enjoy the status of the former MLAs. This is the ruling that has been given by the Speaker of Bihar. That's the reason why we are discussing this. And how come a speaker will disqualify MLAs? In the constitution, we have 10th schedule, and that 10th schedule talks about the anti-defection law. Defection in the sense, political party people or any person after getting elected to the legislature, if they shift their loyalties, if they jump to any other political party, that is called defection. It was very much present in Indian system since the beginning, but in the year 1985, by amending the constitution, it was the 52nd amendment. By amending the constitution, we have included 10th schedules, and that 10th schedule talks about the anti-defection, meaning now if any person after getting elected shifts the loyalties, that 10th schedule permits the speaker to disqualify the members. And based on that one, the Speaker of Bihar Assembly has disqualified all the 4 members. But the law is so clear. That is the reason why the constitutional experts are saying that the action that was taken by the Speaker of this Bihar Assembly is considered to be unconstitutional, that is invalid. Meaning, if a person shifts his loyalties to some other political party, then you have every right to disqualify him. But a person who is suspended by the political party itself is not subjected to disqualification. This is the law that is present in the Constitution of India. Hence, whatever the order that is issued by the speaker may not be valid. Definitely, these people will be going to the court, and the court will be giving the ruling in favor of the MLAs, and they will be reinstated again as the MLAs. So, this is what is going to happen. Until and unless the speaker says, and until and unless he gives some other reasons, the court may not accept. But as far as the situation that is concerned today, there is every possibility that the same MLAs will be reinstated by the judiciary. Meaning, with respect to anti-defection law, the judiciary interference is very much permitted. Okay. Now, in fact, I was just telling you, in the year 1985, we have added the 10th schedule, and when the 10th schedule has been added, they added in such a manner the decision that is taken by the speaker or the chairman are not subjected to judicial review. This is the law, that's what it says. Number one. But in the year 1993, Supreme Court in one of its judgments made it very, very clear, even the 10th schedule is also subjected to judicial review. Today, it is there under the judicial review because of the directions that are given by the Supreme Court. Hence, these people are very much permitted to go to the court and will just wait and watch what the court will say. Hopefully, I'm clear. Now, I'll show you these points. I have some questions with relation to anti-defection law. See here, when it comes to anti-defection law, it is the part of the Indian Constitution. Most of you have heard in my classes, right? And this anti-defection law, it's a part of the Constitution. But today we are discussing this because it is there in the news. Because it is there in the news, the question may not be related to this Bihar. Since anti-defection law is there in the news, any question related to anti-defection law may be a question in the examination. Hopefully I'm clear. Now I'll show you the document. I'm opening it now. Have a look at this. 4 Janata Dal United, U stands for United, have been disqualified by the Bihar Assembly Speaker, and his name is Uday Narayan Chowdhury. They were disqualified under the provisions of anti-defection law. This is what I was telling you. Very, very important. Kindly remember, they will ask you in the examination. Of course, I have a question. I'll show it to you. This anti-defection law is mentioned in the 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution. As we know, in the Constitution, we have altogether 12 schedules. 10th schedule talks about the anti-defection law. Look at this. The MLAs have been withdrawn the status of former MLAs also. It is more pathetic. At least if you are disqualified, he will have the status of the ex-MLA or former MLA, so that he'll be getting some privileges. But the speaker issued the order saying that the status of former MLA is also not there for them. The rebel MLA says that it is against the Constitution. Clear? It is against the Constitution is because of this. I told you already. First, these people have been suspended by the political party. And after political party suspends a person, that person will not be covered under the anti-defection law on the grounds of he shifted his loyalties. Without suspending him, if you can lodge a complaint with the speaker, speaker may take the action. But after suspension by the political party, then the speaker has taken the decision. And of course, these rebel MLAs are blaming the former Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. But whatever it is, as of today, they have been disqualified as the members of the assembly. Next, some experts argue that how come they be disqualified if they vote against the party against the party direction in the Rajya Sabha election. So this is what exactly happened. When they have voted against the party direction with respect to Rajya Sabha elections, they have been disqualified. First they were suspended, again they were disqualified. Kindly remember this. It happened in Bihar. Now I am scrolling it down. Look at this. One question we have. Now you can answer it easily. Which of the following schedule of the Indian Constitution anti-defection law is mentioned? Just now I told you it is the 10th schedule. So answer should be option B. But let me make it one point clear here. Schedule number 9 talks about the land reforms. 10th schedule talks about anti-defection law. 11th schedule Panchayati Raj. 12th schedule municipalities. Kindly remember, very, very frequently asked questions in the examination. Any examination, take it for granted. Now, answer is the B, that is the 10th schedule. Now, I'm still scrolling it down. Look at this. Kindly look at this. Very, very important one. Again, which of the following statements are correct regarding the anti-defection law? Just now I told you one point. Kindly remember. For some new people are there with me for their convenience. Let me make 2-3 points very, very briefly to you. When it comes to this anti-defection law, this particular law is applicable to the present members of the Lok Sabha, to the present members of the Rajya Sabha, to the present members of the various state assemblies, and also to the members of the legislative councils in any state if they are present. Only the current members are present. And we know certain fundamental things. Lok Sabha is headed by the Speaker, Rajya Sabha by the Chairman. Again, if you come down to the state level, Assembly by the Speaker, Legislative Council is by the Chairman. And the anti-defection law has given the permission to Speaker, Chairman in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Again, Speaker, Chairman in the Assembly and also the Legislative Council to disqualify the members. Very, 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 very important. That's the reason a Lok Sabha member will be disqualified by the Speaker. Rajya Sabha member will be disqualified by the Chairman. MLA, a member in the Legislative Assembly, is disqualified by the Speaker. And a member in the Legislative Council is disqualified by the Chairman of the concerned Legislative Council. These are the points. With relation to this, we have a question and we'll try to see what exactly is this. Now, I'm opening the document now. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this now. Simple point. Look at this. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the anti-defection law? Let's try to understand one after the other. Kindly follow me. Read each option very clearly. The members of the Lok Sabha are disqualified by the Speaker. Do you agree with me? Is the statement right? Yes, the statement is very much correct. Just now we have seen. The members of the Rajya Sabha are disqualified by the Chairman. Yes, this is also correct. Next one. The members of the state legislative assemblies are disqualified by the Speaker of the Assembly. That is also right. Just now I told you. Look at the option number 4. Read it very carefully. The members of the state legislative councils are disqualified by the Chairman of the council. Yes, A, B, C, D are right. And we are left with one option, that is E. Let's try to understand whether it is correct or not. The disqualification of the members is not subjected to judicial review. See here, we have added one word, that is not subjected. Already I told you during our discussion, when this 10th schedule has been added, deliberately they made it very clear that these disqualifications should not be questioned in the court of law, means it is not subjected to judicial review. But in the year 1993, Supreme Court issued an order. It gave a judgment saying that even the 10th schedule will also come under the purview of the judicial review. Since then, whatever the disqualifications that are being made by the speaker or the chairman, they are subjected to judicial review. Hence, option number E is wrong. Only A, B, C, D are right, and the E is the wrong statement. Hopefully, I'm clear. Now, let's look at this. If you look at A, B, C, D, let's find out A, B, C, D where it is. A, B, C, D is present in option 3. So, obviously, the answer should be option 3. For your sake, I'm just moving it up. Kindly read this one once again. I'll just give you 1 minute time. Okay, right. Kindly remember, now it is subjected to judicial review. That is the reason why option E is wrong. Okay, now I'm moving to some other issue here. That is a section 376E of IPC. And before this, I would like to share some information with you. We are going to launch our IAS batch very soon. I told you already. But some of our close friends, they have asked me, rather requested me, to revise the payment mode. That is the reason why we have revised it and we have simplified the payment procedure. In fact, that is the reason why whole fee has been divided into general studies and optional subject. And of course, optional, whatever it is, we are going to start in the month of January and not now. But general studies batch is going to be commenced very soon. Hence, we have divided the fee also. Kindly look at our site onlineias.com. In that one, we have the registration column. Open that page and I have updated whole information. And some more our close friends we have requested to pay this in installments. Okay, that is also accepted, no problem. I can understand. If you want to pay in 2 installments, so you may make it, no issues. But kindly do it at the earliest so that we'll be concentrating on the subject, because we need to work a lot for the complete 1 year. That's the reason why, if anybody is interested who have not registered so far, kindly do it at the earliest. And in the beginning, you can just pay for the general studies. Optional, you can pay it later. And even for the general studies, if you want to pay in installments, again, that is also permitted. But make it sure that you are paying in time. So only to avoid the problems with the management. That's it. That is the only thing I can tell you. But anybody who's interested, kindly join. And you will definitely look at the beauty of our preparation with how much ease. So we'll be going ahead. One subject after the other, we are going and we are going to complete it. This will be covered in the form of objective and subjective. Since both are important for our examination, both the things will be covered simultaneously. And for this examination, it is not at all advisable to prepare separately for prelims and main examination. Hence, that is the reason why I'm making it clear to all my close friends who are there with me today. If anybody is interested, please join immediately, so that the day 1 itself, we are going to start the preparation for both preliminary and main examination. How to write an answer, that is also important. That we are going to practice it from day number 1. Very important. Okay. And some few people have asked me, sir, tell me the names of other faculty members. Kindly see here, I don't go by names, right? I don't go by names and I go by quality. That's the reason why in any subject, there will be no disappointment. Take it for granted. There will be no disappointment. You will be happy. I'll be taking the personal care that each and every subject will be understood to you very easily. And by the time you will be going to the examination, you will have lots of confidence that you are going to crack the examination. That is my aim. We are going to do it at the earliest. So as per your suggestions and requests that are made, I made certain changes. Kindly make use of this. And if you have any friends, let them also make use of this, because probably from next batch onwards, we may start next year, not now. From next batch onwards, these type of relaxations may not be possible because the management may not accept. It was my personal request. We requested and we had a discussion and it has been accepted, right? So kindly utilize this particular opportunity. Now, I'll show you the document again. We'll have a discussion regarding some more points that are present here. I am opening it. Come on, look at this. Section 376E of IPC. So this is the Indian Penal Code. IPC stands for Indian Penal Code. And what exactly is this 376E? See, here we have seen nowadays there are so many heinous incidents that are happening throughout the country. Now they are coming into the limelight so frequently. It is very, very unfortunate that girls, women, and the girl children, they are being raped. And especially after December 16th, 2012, when Nirbhaya incident took place in Delhi, so there was a complete aggression from the part of the people, and the people in the country took to the streets, and there was so much of pressure on the government of India to modify the existing criminal law. Accordingly, the rape laws have been modified. During that time, the government has appointed Justice J.S. Verma committee, and the committee has recommended certain things, and the government also added certain things, and finally the laws, the criminal laws, have been modified. After the modification of this law here, any person who commits crime called rape, the person can be given the maximum punishment of life imprisonment. Previously it was not there. Now the maximum punishment in the case of rape is the life imprisonment. But this section 376E says that in case of repeated offenders, if the same person does the same crime again for the second time and after the third time here, the person may be awarded the death sentence. And last year we have seen in August 2013, Shakti Mills case. It happened in Mumbai. A photojournalist, when they went for the shooting in Shakti Mills, she has been forced, and she was forced upon, and she was raped, unfortunately. In that case, 4 people have been arrested and they were produced before the court, and the lower court has pronounced the judgment. And out of these 4 people here, 1 person was given the life imprisonment, and 3 persons were given the death sentence. The death sentence was given to those people because before this particular case, they already committed a crime, meaning this is the reputation of the crime. And it was a telephone operator. She was also raped in the same premises. Because it is a reputation of the same offense, these 3 people have been given the death sentence. And after this, they have challenged the verdict of the lower court in the high court, and the high court has accepted for hearing this, and accordingly the high court may give some judgment on this. But anyways, this is a very, very heinous crime, completely condemnable. Hence, the most possible and the severest punishment has to be given to these people. That is there in the news. We'll have a discussion on this. I'm opening the document. Look at this. Kindly remember, they may ask you what is this section. It is a section 376E of IPC. Look at this. It stands for Indian Penal Code. This section provides for the death sentence for repeating offenders of rape. Section 376E comes to the picture only with respect to the repetition of this offense here. If it is the first time, then the maximum punishment will be life imprisonment. If it is a repetition, then death sentence may be awarded. This is what happened. This is the case that is related to the Shakti Mills case. This unfortunate incident took place and the girl was forced upon in August 2013, where a photojournalist was raped by 4 people. The Sessions Court awarded, I'm highlighting this again, have a look. The Sessions Court awarded death sentence to 3 members as they also raped a telephone operator in the same premises, and 1 person was given the life imprisonment. Kindly remember here, look at this. This is the first time that this section is being used. That is the point here. Section 376E is being used for the first time. And of course, they have appealed the same thing in the Bombay High Court, and the court has accepted to hear the case on December 5th, 2014. Hopefully I'm clear. Kindly remember the number of the section 376E. Okay, right. I'm going to the next point here. Have a look at this. So look at this United Nations Peacekeeping Force. What exactly is this? Look at this. So let me tell you 1 or 2 points. United Nations is a larger organization. The strength of UNO is 193. We have discussed all the points when I was talking about UNO. I think 2 days we have spent only on that particular subject. But with respect to the United Nations Peacekeeping Force, the member countries must send its personnel with respect to providing the security or establishing the peace in other countries wherever there is a problem. And all the member countries are expected to contribute their personnel to this. And unfortunately, so these people are facing certain problems after being deployed in other areas. That's the reason why India is a country which is pressing and putting pressure on the United Nations to look into the problems of these people. And very recently, the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, kindly remember the name, you know the name, but remember again, Ban Ki-moon has accepted for revising whole policy here. That's the reason why this United Nations Peacekeeping Force is again there in the news. So regarding that, we have a question. So we'll try to see what exactly is this. Look at this. Which of the following country is the largest contributor of United Nations? D is missing. I'm adding it here. United Nations Peacekeeping Forces. Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, and China. Kindly remember, India is the 3rd largest contributor, and highest contributor is the Bangladesh. Kindly remember this. Bangladesh is number 1, Pakistan is number 2, India is number 3. Okay, so here obviously answer should be A. It is Bangladesh, right? I'm just scrolling it down just to have a look at this. We have 2 points here. Look at this note we have given. I'm just highlighting it. Have a look at this. Pakistan is the 2nd largest contributor. India is the 3rd largest contributor. Kindly remember this. But Bangladesh is the largest. Next one. United Nations Chief Ban Ki-moon set up a panel with 14 members headed by Jose Ramos Horta. He was the former president of the East Timor. So, and this gentleman will be looking into the issues that are related to this. Okay. Now, so now the time is 9:40. So I'll be stopping our discussion here, and kindly go through all the points here. Whatever the examination you are writing, you will be getting these points in that examination, and we'll continue our discussion tomorrow at the same time. Till then, I wish you all the very, very best. Take care. See you. Good night. Thank you so much.